All right, so yes, I have finally returned at the turn of the tides, or something like that. Anyway, yes, so I'm back. I did take another hiatus because I wanted to be with someone special, someone very dear to me for a couple days, because this YouTube thing does drag on, and it does kind of like I need some decompression from it. So yeah, that I took another leave of absence. But I'm back, and with a special video this time, because this one came from said special person in my life. She suggested this very special person, very dear to my heart. As one would say, darling, dear, love of my life. I think I butchered that quote from The Shining, but anyway, she's been getting into Warhammer through me, and she's really digging a lot of the characters. And she asked me, "Hey, can you do this as like a fun video?" And I was like, "Yes, I can, my heart and soul. Yeah, totally." So yeah, this is it. We're going to be talking about, I don't know what I'm going to call this, but this is a meeting of Ciphas, Cain, and Trazyn the Infinite. So let's get started. So this story basically has Ciphas. He's in the midst of a battle against he's in a war with the Drakari, the Dark Eldar. Him and Jurgen and all of them. They're fighting against this wave of Dark Eldar when they're and Ciphas is just like, like Cain's just like, we are probably gonna die. They have routed us. We're surrounded. Some shit is gonna happen. Like, this is gonna be real bad. This is gonna end badly, and I'm gonna die here. This is where I die. But then suddenly there's a fire. There's a laser fire from above, annihilating the Dark Eldar left and right. And it's green beams of pure, like, energy. And immediately, Cain is like, God, no, Emperor, no, that cannot be what I think it is. And sure enough, Necrons start touching down on the surface of the planet and just start vaporizing Drakari left and right. And that's when Cain's like, oh God. Like, oh throne, everybody, like, we need to fall back. They're like, but Commissar Cain, you're the hero of the Imperium. Can you not fight them both? He's like, yeah, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to fight both the Drakari and the Necrons. And it's better that the Necrons and our enemies destroy each other. Then we'll destroy what's left in the name of the Emperor. Yeah, totally. So we're going to make a tactical fallback. And they're like, brilliant, Commissar Cain. You truly are a brilliant tactician. So they fall back. However, as the Necrons and the Dark Eldar continue to, like, war it out, Cain and the Valhallans all get suddenly taken. Like, they all just get suddenly snatched up, and Cain wakes up on fucking Salamis. He is now on on the home of Trazyn the Infinite. So Cain is like, what the hell? Jurgen, anyone? Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me? He's like calling out to anyone who can hear him, and he's just hoping that, like, God Emperor, please tell me they're not all dead and I'm alone on a fucking throne, like, tomb world. Because for those who don't know, Cain actually had a very traumatic experience in a throne world. It almost killed him, and it wiped out the entire group he was with, and even cost him 2 of his fingers. So Cain actually, out of any being he has fought in his life, the Necrons have done the most mental damage to him. It's the Necrons who scare him the most. So now he's trapped alone on a throne world, and he doesn't know what they want with him. So he's like running around, and he's like calling out to Jurgen and the others, because he doesn't know if they're alive or dead. But at the same time, he's like, if they're dead, oh well, but let's see if I can find a way out of here. Like, let's see if I can find a way out of here before things get really bad. However, as he's like trying to find a way out, / see if he can find the other Valhallans, that's when Trazyn shows up, and he's like, Commissar Ciphas Cain. how lovely to finally meet you in person and add you to my collection. And he's like, excuse me? And Trazyn is like, where are my manners? I am Trazyn, the collector of all you see before you. I'm something of an archaeologist. And he's like, and Cain's like, cool. What do you want with me, you Xeno scum? Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. And Trazyn is like, as I said, I'm a collector of rare objects and people throughout history. I've been around since the, watching you humans since the Horus Heresy. I'm actually friends with with Primarch Guilliman. He's like, cool, what do you want me? Oh, I've heard so many stories about you. The great Commissar Ciphas Cain. The man who defeated demons and war bosses and tyrannids. There are so many, you are such a, I believe the word hero is of the Imperium. You have been, talked about for so long. You have been, you've been heralded as this great hero that I just had to put you in my collection. And he's like, I don't like that. And he's like, well, you don't have, it's funny you think you have a choice, Cain, but, I get what I want. So Cain is like, interesting. However, counteroffer. And he just throws a fucking, he throws a little grenade he had in his pocket, and it blows up in Trazyn's face. His consciousness has to take over another Necron soldier, and he's like, oh, so we're gonna do this. Okay. So Trazyn proceeds to chase Cain all through the through through Salamis. He starts chasing him all through Salamis, and hunting him down. While at the same time, Cain is duck dodging and dodging, duck, dodge, dive, and dodge everything that is thrown at him. And I do mean everything. Trazyn starts waking up the things in his library, from the Custodes he has, from the Tyranids to the Ultramarines, from the Heresy era Space Marines he has, and Cain is just getting beat up Ash style all through the whole damn thing. He is just getting his shit wrecked constantly throughout the entire ordeal. He's just getting beat up, but he's still trying to run. And then he runs by the diorama holding the Valhallans and sees Jurgen among them. And Trazyn is like, yes, I was wondering when you were going to see this diorama. You see, I was going to have this as one of your biggest battles, because he sees there's Tau there. One of your greatest battles where you and your forces fought alongside the Tau to beat back the Tyranids. And I have a spot just for you. So, so Cain is like, whoa. How about we don't? How about, I've got a counter offer. And Trazyn's like, okay, cool. Continue. I'm curious. It seems like you put a lot, Cain's like, it seems like you put a lot of effort into this place, right? And he's like, yes, I've spent millennia, time in memoriam, putting this, this collection together. And he's like, right, like a museum. And you want to show people these things. I don't think you want to just hold this all for yourself. You want to show this off. You strike me as someone who wants to teach people. You want to, even though you're a filthy Xeno, you want to teach people about history. And he's like, yeah. Trazyn's like, yeah, I do. I do like it when people ask about my collections and whatnot. And he's like, look, I'll cut you a deal. If you let me go and you let my men go, I'll come, you can bring me here, and for one day a month, I will learn, you can take me around your tomb world, and you can teach me all about all the stuff in your collection. And Trazyn's like, you would do that. You would purposefully come to my world and learn about all of these lost artifacts. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it'd be stupid if you just left them all here for no one to see and understand, because what if something happened to you? And he's like, I'm called Trazyn the Infinite. A Necron can never truly die. And he's like, but what if? I don't think you want to just shelter all this stuff by your lonesome. And Trazyn's like, you make a good point. Deal. So Trazyn releases Cain and the other Valhallans, but they can't remember, Jurgen and the other Valhallans couldn't remember and the Valhallan guardsmen couldn't remember what happened to them, and Cain just goes, I saved you from the battle between the Necrons and the Dark Eldar. It was a brutal contest, and I barely escaped with my life, but I was not going to let my men die for nothing. You are all children of the Emperor. And they're like, Caiaphas Cain, hero of the Imperium. Yeah. Yeah. Screams mentally in imposter syndrome. So yeah. So we fast forward 1 month in the future, and Cain is caught in the battle with a massive orc wog. And then they're like, Commissar Cain, our positions are cut off, and we can't find a way out of here. And he's in his brain, he's like, oh damn, I was going to use one of the vehicles to run away. Stand and fight for the, in the name of the Emperor. For the Emperor! And the guardsmen are like, oh, for the Emperor, for Caiaphas Cain. And suddenly there's a bright flash of light, and the orcs are gone. And they're like, what happened? And that's when Cain goes, yeah, I called for orbital bombardment. That's totally what happened. The orcs turned and ran when they heard of my plans for an orbital bombardment. Yeah, totally. Commissar Cain is the greatest warrior, truly to make orcs run, turn, and flee from his very sight. And however, what really happened is Trazyn captured all the orcs and added them to his collection. Because then he gets a call from Cain later gets a call from Trazyn going, it's our day of the month. And he's like, all right, cool. So he goes up there, and the story kind of ends with Trazyn like, so I thought I'd show you around the Horus Heresy and see what you would learn. You might need a pen and pad. I got some juicy information on it. He's like, oh, cool. Can I go? When is this going to be over? When I say it's over. Okay, cool. Do you want? And Cain's like, do you have like refreshments or something? Do you want to be put in a diorama, Cain? No, I'm good. So there you go, guys. That is this Warhammer story. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but yeah. So my immortal beloved is the one who came up with this story. So thanks, hon. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.